welcome back, guys. Today we're going to do another video on how I create these cartoons, these crazy characters. This is going to be a bit more in depth than we did on the last one. So today we've got this like school character holding a tool. This will be available to buy on my website. I do sell mascots on my website and characters for a reduced price to a custom piece, so it might be worth checking out. But yeah, so we're going to start off today by just doing the basic outlines as we always do. These haven't got to be too neat, too crazy. Just a small outline, get the character starting to take shape, and then we'll move on to doing the colours. So let's baseline. Okay, so the baselines are near enough there now. We're just going to finish off this pixelated skull on the hat. Like I said, we're going to thicken everything up later, add thick lines, in-depth lines. Later on in the character, we just need to get all the proportions right at this stage and, you know, build the base of the character. So these haven't got to be too neat or anything like that. We're going to work on these later on in the project. Okay, now we're going to start colouring this piece. So your baseline artwork that you've created, you want to create to a reference layer. Create a new layer and put that underneath the reference layer, and then you can literally just colour drop in all the areas that are connected to add your colours. There's no need to like make two pieces of line work for this and put one on top. You get a much better coloured image if you do it this way. And also if it's for a commission piece that wants to be printed on a t-shirt, sticker, they're going to come out so more crisp if you layer out like this. So reference layer your line work, add a new layer underneath, and then start adding all the colours in that you want. Like the colours only took a few minutes, really simple just to get them colours down, especially when you use that reference layer. So now we're going to start working a bit more on the outside of the character and make these lines a lot thicker, a lot bolder. This will make your character stand out a lot more. It's got a lot more, I don't know, pop to it, rather than just these thin base lines that we had that you cannot really see. Again, when you're printing or doing a commission, if this is what's going on a t-shirt, a sticker, a banner or anything like that, having these thick outlines are going to make the character look so much more better. Okay, so we're now onto the dark highlights, the shadows. For this, I create a new layer, change the layer name, layer reference to multiply, and then we just lower the opacity to whatever you think is best for the color you're shading over. So I go around about 25% to 30% on this piece due to the colors, and then you just on the right side of the character, we're going to add as many shadows in as we can. You know, not just your basic round shadows, we are going to try and add in like some points to it and just bring it to life a little bit more. Now the shadows are done, we're going to create another layer, lower the opacity again to whatever you feel comfortable that looks good with the colours that you're going over, using a white colour, and we're going to go over and add the white highlights on the left side of the character as if the light was hitting him from that side. So yeah, next all you got to do is add in all your little white shadings all around the character, and then after this we will be moving on to again thickening the outline, adding a outline of colour, and also the pen I use for all of these, except I think for one part I only use a pen that comes with Procreate. I use my personal outline brush. It's on my website, I'll link it in the bio. I think there's about 100 people have bought it so far. It's got a 5-star review. For me, it's what I use for literally my lettering, my cartoons, everything. All of my artwork is done using this brush. Here again we are just going to thicken out the outlines once more, just because the ones that we did before, again, it sort of worked, but I think we just need to go another step further with this piece. Like I say, different pieces are going to acquire different outlines, and this one I think needs a really solid black, which most of my work does, has this thick black outline. It just makes the character look so much better, makes it pop more. So we're just going to do that now. Now the outline is completely finished, I've got it exactly how I wanted it. We're going to add in some green highlights. There won't be many of these, just on the left side of the character. Put this layer on top of your white shading, else it will look a bit dull. And the whole point of this is to make the character stand out a little bit more and make it pop. With we're going to use the same colour as the hat, just so we're keeping the colour reference throughout the character the same, and we're not using too many colours to overpower it. now the coloured highlights are done, we're going to go around the whole of the outside of the character with the pink. That's the same colour as the face, well, half of the skull face. We're going to go around this now, and then once we've done this, we're going to duplicate that layer. We're going to change that layer to white, head up to the magic wand, and go on the Gaussian blur, I think that's how you pronounce it, and then move the slider just to the right a bit so you get that like shine effect and a bit of a 3D effect. So we're about there now, and let's check out the finished product.